it going, everybody? Fishing with Flair here to show you the MTB Elite Box. This guy right here is new. Tell you a little bit more about it. It is $40 per box, and you get $60, at least $60 worth of high-end premium gears. Here on the Elite Box, you get elite lures. So you get high-end premium quality. This is for advanced anglers, and you can upgrade your subscription today. Today I'm going to walk you through it today a little bit and give you guys a few tips around here as far as what I would be using to throw this, what gear I'm going to be using to throw these baits. Just a few tips here and there as well. But let's get right into it. Right there, as you can see, this is what is inside. So this comes with, again, premium baits, and right off the bat, I see something absolutely incredible. This right here, you guys can see, this is the BioVex. This is the Joint Bait 176. A big old glide bait is what this guy is here. I'll take it out, show you a little bit about it. It is a premium product here, and it's not something personally that I would even go buy at the store just because I don't know anything about these types of baits, but thankfully for me and for you guys, Mystery Tackle Box does, and so they're hand selecting these types of baits for fishermen like myself and like you guys watching. So this guy right here, this is a jointed bait, is a floating bait. It's gonna stay pretty close to the surface, almost like a wake bait, and how I would retrieve this is on heavy fluorocarbon. I would cast it out there, a little bit in the shallows. As you guys know, the spawning season is approaching. These guys right here trigger bedding bass all the time. So you throw this stuff on some heavy gear, and you can wind it in slowly, and it'll slowly swim just kind of like a wake bait, or you can reel it and burn it and then pause it, and it'll kind of like glide to the side. Looks almost like a dying fish. There's a few different ways you can retrieve this guy right here. Absolutely beautiful bait right there. Super excited to get this guy tested out on the water. Next in the box, we got this guy here. This is the Bagley. This is the Pro Sunny Bee Twin Spin. It's a prop bait. Now this again this is for more advanced anglers. This is not something you can just chuck out there and hopefully catch some fish. This guy takes a little bit of practice here, but I'll unbox and I'll show you guys exactly what this guy looks like here. It's something totally different, not something I throw a whole lot, but I have caught some very big fish on stuff like this. So how I would retrieve this is for sure on braid. You could also use monofilament, but you don't want to use fluorocarbon because this is a top water lure. How I'd retrieve this guy is you throw it out there. There's a couple different ways. One, you can just straight reel it in, almost like a crankbait, and it'll just kind of come across the water, but I wouldn't highly recommend that one. That's not my favorite. My favorite way is to just do almost like a popper where you pull it, but you don't snap your rod real quick. You can do more like a slow pull, reel in the slack, and then a slow pull again, reel in the slack, slow pull again. So it's just kind of like inching along like this. It's something totally different, something that your buddies are probably not throwing, or if you're a tournament angler, your other competitors are not out there throwing right now. It's a high-end premium balsa bait, and catch some big fish. Next inside the box is another somewhat top water bait. Now this is a new bait, revolutionary bait called the Plank. This is made by Booyah Bait Co, and it's a cross between a crankbait and a popper. I know that sounds absolutely insane, and this bait is insane. It catches so many fish. Basically what you can do is you can work it like a popper, or you can work it like a crankbait. You get best of both worlds. So I know sometimes when the conditions are completely lining up and the fish don't want to come up to the surface, but you still want to catch them on something like top water, this will give you that opportunity to throw it out there, fish it like a popper. If they're not biting it, then all you gotta do is slowly wind it, and it'll bring in just like a crankbait, more of like a subsurface bait. Again, something that your buddies and something that the competitors out there fishing the circuit are not probably using that you could use to catch some big fish. Now, we got another bait. This box is filled to the brim with baits. We got this guy right here. This is a Yozuri 3DB crankbait. Again, high-end stuff here, folks. This is really premium product. Looks like that. Basically, it's kind of like a little bit of a medium diving crankbait. It's great this time of year because all around the country, fish are doing different things. Some are spawning, some are post-spawn, some are pre-spawn. For your pre-spawn and post-spawn fish, this will be a nice little gem here. Basically, you throw it out there and you bring it in, just nice and slow, steady crank. You want to bump it up against any cover that you possibly can, and that's pretty much it. The crankbait does the work for you, and it catches your fish. Next, we have this guy here. This is a bait that I've never even seen before. This is a Mega Bass Custom Worms Bottle Shrimp 5-inch. So again, Mega Bass, super high-end, premium company, and it is inside Mystery Tackle Boxes now. Only in the Elite. This guy right here, really unique looking bait, big, bulky, something that I would use for a Carolina rig, a Texas rig, a jig trailer. Throw this guy out there, let it go down to the bottom, you kind of crawl it along, nice, slow, lethargic type presentation. And again, you want to target cover. You want to target any bridges, you want to target any brush piles, any stumps, any laydowns, anything like that. That's where you want to be throwing that guy right there. Last but not least, we have this guy right here. This is a BioSpawn Exo Swim 4-inch swim bait. This is one of the most versatile baits out there on the market right now. You can throw it as a trailer, you can throw it as a Texas rig, you can throw it as a belly weighted. Personally, I love underspins. I love throwing the underspin type hooks, so that's what I would rig this guy up on. You rig it up on an underspin, you throw it out there. A lot of times I like to parallel the banks. It's more of like a shallow type presentation, and it's something that's kind of like a chatterbait, kind of like a spinnerbait, kind of like a swim jig, but it's just a little bit different. It's got the flash, it's got the vibration. This guy right here, absolutely amazing product. It's got all the ribs, all the action that you're ever gonna need, disturbs the water, catches big fish. And finally, we got the card that shows what's in your box, the Dibbles Digest and some stickers, all the great stuff. Now available at mysterytacklebox.com. Links down below. Upgrade today if you guys want all the premium products out there on the market. I'm fishing with FLAIR. I'll catch you next time.